How to make a good first impression, the 7-second science. We have all been told that you never get a second chance to make a first impression. It is the classic advice we receive before job interviews, networking events, or first dates. But researchers have found that this process happens much faster than a few minutes. In fact, it takes just a few seconds. Our minds naturally do something called thin slicing. This is when the brain takes a tiny sliver of an experience and instantly builds a whole story about who a person is. Before you even realize what color someone's eyes are, your mind has already made its decision about them. If you want to grow your network, you need to understand exactly how this mechanism works. The split-second calculation. When you meet a stranger, your brain immediately goes into survival mode. Studies show that the moment you look at a new face, your mind tries to answer two simple questions. Can I trust this person? Your mind instantly checks if the stranger is safe or dangerous. Is this person capable? Your mind evaluates if they are confident and worth your time. This entire judging process happens in about 1/10 of a second, which is literally the time it takes to blink. Your brain takes tiny clues like posture, facial expressions, tone of voice, and eye contact, and it immediately turns them into an overall opinion. Knowing this secret is the first major step to learning how to make a good first impression. Why first impressions stick? The problem with a bad initial meeting isn't just that it went poorly. The real issue is that people hate to change their minds. Once someone forms an initial opinion of you, two powerful mental habits lock it into place. The halo effect. If you come across as warm and friendly in the first few seconds, people automatically assume you have a lot of other good traits, too. They will assume you possess honesty and intelligence before you even have to prove it. Confirmation bias. If someone decides they like you right away, they will actively look for things that prove them right. For example, if you are late to your next meeting, they will make a kind excuse for you. Traffic must have been awful today. But if their initial view of you was bad, that same lateness becomes instant proof that you are disorganized. It takes a lot more mental energy for someone to rewrite their opinion of you than it does to just stick with their first guess. Understanding the liking gap. Here is the strange twist that ruins our confidence after we meet someone new. We are terrible at guessing how well a first encounter actually went. Psychologists call this phenomenon the liking gap. Studies show that after two strangers talk for the first time, most people walk away thinking they did a terrible job. We obsess over our own small awkward pauses, a fumbled word, or a joke that did not land perfectly. In reality, the other person is not judging your minor slip-ups at all. They are simply focusing on how friendly, warm, and attentive you were. The data proves that in almost every social encounter, people like you much more than you think they do. 4 steps to connect instantly. If you want to know how to make a good first impression, stop worrying about finding the perfect things to say. Instead, focus on these simple physical habits that put people at ease. Focus on warmth first. People care much more about whether you are friendly than how smart you are. Smile naturally and keep open eye contact to show that you are approachable. Slow down your voice. It is not just what you say, it is how you say it. Speaking in a calm, unhurried tone signals confidence far better than talking too fast. Lean into the greeting. When meeting someone, a slight step forward or a subtle lean toward them makes you look engaged and glad to be there. Stop overthinking your performance. Once the conversation is over, stop replaying your mistakes. Trust the research. They did not notice your awkwardness, they just enjoyed your company.